Okay, very glad to have you here once again on our next video. So after installation of Oracle 11J and as well SQL Developer as well as JDK, right now we're going to run our first Oracle database and in the command CMD as well as in the SQL Developer. So before that, I have to give you some instructions about sometimes Oracle database may not start well. So it's not that difficult, but you go there and you can see if not only the Oracle or any other, if there is some other database like SQL Studio 11 or 12, whatever it is, there is some of the database running. So you have to just run it. Like example, this one, it's run automatically right now and it's okay. If it's not started on running, you have to start it. And also this one, Oracle, and finally these two. So and I think that's nice. One more thing is that you have to just make when you install in JDK, maybe path. It's not going to automatically connect it, so you have to adjust it if it's not there. So you go there, my computer, you go there, and there's something called environment variables, and you write it there, and here is the path is here. So when you click here, you can see there's a lot of application running in there, like this one. Like we've got JDK right now this here. So in order to justify that one here up to there. So this is the last one, and if this may be get confusion, you go there and just go to this no, not that this, the other one, the above one. Here is Java is here, and here is a JDK, and as you can see that and I think it's very clear for you right now. So you copy this one and you paste it here in this path. Not only this one, but there are a number of other applications that need to be listed in this bar. So it just no problem. Just say these two issues are very common. So in order to start our program in the first, we need to run CMD. So we just make very quickly, and we have to set Oracle SIG HR. So before we just move to the next, I have to just quite remind you that what does it mean as ID? It is system ID. It means that the every computer that is stored Oracle 11G or Oracle other versions like 10G or whatever it is should have a unique database. So this is called identifier. So this is the when I was installing, I've set up this as my database name. So you have to call it, and every computer that installed Oracle 11G should have unique SID. So what is this? Okay, so we can say that let us say echo for just display which user we're in. So Oracle SID, this one. It's very clear that we're using a database name called HR. So can we just SQL plus whatever it is? So let us say HR. And I think it's that there's a connection that it's connected to the Oracle database 11G Enterprise Edition and blah 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 blah. So in this kind of case, you can just say show with user I am in. So let's say it shows again once that just SQL. So once you are in here, you can just see make any SQL commands like let us select all from sorry or from this. This is simple. we're almost there, and we have the connection, and all these are predefined table that contains employees details like phones, like ID card, like ID number, like first name, second name. And also, instead of just say displaying all the contacts details of these all the employees, you can just select a specific column, like as normally we do. You can just select last name, name from and I think there's something very clear. This is easily all these names like 107 rows selected in these the names. So there are a lot of other comments that you can use in while you're here, displaying a lot of things. So this is right now we are just using cmd.exe, and we can do it. So if you have to just, you can see quit. So in order that our connection has been disconnected and we are no longer in the connection. If you say, for example, show user, if you select this one, it shows that it doesn't recognize. It does recognize because we are already out of the connection. So we just leave there. Once again, this and I think that's very good. One more thing is that we have to go to the SQL developer. In SQL developer, this is like a compatibility issue. It's not a big deal. It might take minutes or seconds. If you run within this day, it will be easier, and it'll take less time, like a minute, like less than a minute. So no problem. So this is the platform that we're going to use. Run a number of courses. We have just established these kind of connections. So, but before that, let us use our own. So, if you wanted to run and make a new connection, you just press that plus green color button, and it's going to open a new connection. So it's going to take a minute or two, no problem. Like a second is 37 minutes. It's take a few seconds. So it's here right now. These are the previous ones, and this is a new one. We have got my first connection. We've got online class. We have got, so this is our new connection. So in here, in this area, you can give any name you want. For example, my computer, my Oracle. It's easy. And here in this case, color depends what color you like. It doesn't make any meaning. It's just very simple. Here is Oracle database. Here is the user information. And here is default. So in here there are a number of other things, but let's leave as a default. And role we're gonna leave also as a default. And in here we have to use HR as the and also HR. Once comes to here, let's make it basic, no problem. And here localhost. Now you'll see in the session later on. This is the port. Local. Whenever you're using localhost to do localhost locally, there should be a port. And this is SID. It doesn't recognize this one. We have got our own SID or system ID. So let us see if this can go work or not. It's success, so you can just see, go ahead with it, and it's almost here. We're same, so we can say same command. Let's select all from yeah. There are a number of other tables so that you can use. Not only this one, the table available, there are a number of other built-in tables that you can use. And it's coming to here is all the information that you need from the table. We don't have much time, so in order, just saying all, you can just call a specific column, saying that select first name, like first day, you see, you can see from here, read from here, first name from which is okay, and sorry, it should be semicolon. So when you run this one, it's going to only display first the names. And in the other hand, also you can this is the comment. This is called a comment. So you can also use concatenation, putting or combining two separate columns together and making as a one column. So it depends how clever you are in programming. So you can select the first name, name. You use this one. Oh no, sorry. Use this one, no problem. We say last name from is. So and I hope that will be easier and much clearer. So this is the. So this one is a last name and first name. They combine it together using this concatenation mark. This is a command of SQL command, and if you collaborate with the SQL, it's just simple. So before we go to the next part of the lesson, in this area you can see there is a number of numbers. Why this number doesn't mean it's a line number, it's called it. So if you don't like this kind of numbers, you can just go there. You can just go to prefer and you can just write here code. No, it's line. It's line getter here. Line getter. So if you just remove this selection, it automatically will be without number. But as a programmer, it's advisable to have a numbers. It's advisable to have a numbers such situations like this one. So we have to put it here, and we have to. So, and I think that in the next lesson we're going to do a number of other things. So before that, before we leave, I have to show you one more thing, which is that is called. We can run as from the URL. So this is the. If you can see that database controller, if we run this one here, it shows us a page, and we can go up there. We can do so many other things like enterprise. This enterprise area, so no problem. You can just go in any way. It shows okay. So it shows you like let's say HR key. It shows you that it will show you there's a invalid operation. So you just say no problem. It's no big deal. Don't just run it away. You say this is a system database that you're gonna run. So it's a normal thing. And we come to the enterprise area where we can have a number of this below have got a number of activities like general, like host CB, active session, all these issues when you're at home. For example, performance. When you go to the performance, you can say baseline availability was available for you in setting up, raise links, managing all these. If we have a time together, then you don't worry about that. We'll just see later sessions. And when you go to the server, this is a very important area. For example, this is storage, this is static management, and this area are called enterprise managed uses. So if you go there, you see a number of uses, and you can see from there there's a number of system. So this is that area called management uses. So and there is another important issue here. If you go there to the security one, its users, roles, and privileges, and so forth. So we'll see these lessons later on, and at the same time, you can see that there is you log it in as a system. This is system database that you are in. So we'll see and we'll stop there. Thank you very much for your having, and please